Welcome to Legends on Paper, everyone. We are in Freetown, Tartessos. This session, as last week, our heroes found themselves finishing up in the grotto of slavers, ended up killing them all and freeing the juvenile centaurs that had been abducted from parts unknown, as that has not really been discussed at this point. But they were a group of juvenile centaurs from the Thunderhoof clan in Gades. Apparently they were on the mainland here for whatever their reasons might have been when they were captured by pirates who were going to sell them to the Luca as slaves. In any case, Dykir fortunately found out about it and tracked them down to the grotto where they ended up killing all the slavers, rescuing the centaur, and returning to Freetown, where Dykir committed to, with the agreement of Josiini, returning the centaur back to the Isle of Gades as soon as possible, even giving up a good bit of his loot to do so that he had gained in the past adventure at the grotto. In any case, back at back in Freetown, their home base, of course, at this point being the Queen of Tartessos, which is Josiini's ship. Josiini and Hildy decided they were going to search out the ore merchant that had been recommended to Josiini by Blanchario Pengar, the Prince of Freetown. And as they went out to do so, Dykir stayed with the centaur on board, as well as the other crew members of the Queen of Tartessos, as they planned to head out to sea before too long, at least within the next day or so. Along the way, Josiini and Hildy, in their search for this ore merchant, came across a very strange hermit. Up to this point, they had come up with nothing as far as Oribi Gressa, who he might be, where he might be within the trade district of ores and gems. But what they found out from this odd, enigmatic hermit, who was from Iro, blonde, pale skin, and blonde hair, seemed really out of place here, was that he was also known as the Oreman, and he was able to give them some direction as to where they might find him. As they followed the directions he had recommended, they found themselves in the presence of a very cranky Kabooter gnome. He invited him in, identified himself as the Oreman, and that's where we pick up this evening. The time of day is also evening for our party. And it's got a bit more warm down here. A little balmy in the 70s, but for Plethwy, that's pretty warm. So it's a very, very nice evening. I want to pick up real quick first before we get to Josiini and Hildy and how they're faring with the Orman, their brief introduction, just getting to know him. What's happening with Dykir on the Queen of Tartessos with Josiini's crew women and the juvenile centaur? Is there anything in particular that you wanted to do in this moment?
He's like really awkward at first, not used to being around children, so there's like this awkward silence where all of are standing around looking at each other.
Oh, I know what to do. Let's go through drills. If anything were to happen while you're aboard the ship, I want you to do these very specific things.
And I'm gonna show them where below deck is, where like the safest spot is, where the children,
You know about the cabin area?
Francisco's children were,
yeah,
like that one room.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in the aft portion where the cabins are.
Yeah.
There's no actual below deck except for a narrow space where they store their cargo.
So I'm just gonna show them that room. And
if the captain says there's any danger on the horizon, or if anything were to endanger the ship in any way, you do not try to help, you will hide here. The captain and her crew will take care of it.
And I'm just gonna run through drills like that around the ship. I'm gonna tell them what to do, what not to do.
She will keel haul you. Do you understand? Anything she says goes.
They seem a little bit nervous. Obviously, they haven't spent a lot of time on the ship. They've been on them. They're familiar with them. But they seem, especially given your particular role now, is kind of like the
Big brother.
who saved them. They look toward you for their confidence and the security and getting him, and the promise, of course, of getting him back home. All right. Well, yes, of course, we'll help out however we can as well. But whatever you suggest we do, absolutely.
I'm sorry I can't join you on your journey. I have important affairs to attend to, but Captain Josiini has a great sense of honor. I trust her to take care of you and get you to where you're going.
She's a player.
She does seem to be a strange, unusual pirate. But as long as she gets us home, back to our clan, that's what's important to us. And if you say that we can trust her, Dykir, then we'll believe that we can.
I trust her with my life and yours.
And then I'm gonna, as I say that, I'm gonna side-eye one of her crewmates, or one of her crew, just to see how they're reacting to me saying that with an insight check.
Okay, go right ahead. There's a few of them around.
Are they doing the thing, or? I rolled a 10, and I add... What? So 11.
Okay. They seem mostly just not to be paying attention.
Okay.
As if, and you've kind of seen this before in the way that they go about deliberately trying to show that they're not paying attention. They might be, but
I don't look that confident in my words, but I'm trying to comfort the children.
okay. All right. And then as far as Kiva and Hal, you had just finished canvassing the docks, trying to learn more about the Vikya. I think learning mostly that there's not a whole lot of particular way of handling it. Pirates are being pirates. If they come across a Vikya, that they feel like they can take, and maybe they're coming off a raid, they're laden with treasures and loot and whatever inventories that they may be carrying, that they may attempt to take the Vikya. But generally, the survivors, if the pirates were on the winning side of it, are either thrown into the sea or taken as slavers or as slaves, or to be sold as slaves back to one of the other pirate cities, like Port Tarpon or Pilgrim's Bay. Freetown, as you already know, there's not any open slaving going on in this particular kingdom.
Like, open.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you guys wanted to do prior to heading back to the Queen of Tartessos?
I think that I have just reached a point of frustration where there's literally nothing I can do to set this situation right. Because also, the idea I had doesn't work. And and then pretty much just fume quietly back towards the ship. And if anyone gets in my way, pick a fight with the first idiot who says something.
And as a reminder to our audience, Kiva, your primary objective in finding out about how the Vikir handled is in the search for your husband.
Yeah.
Who you believe is out there and may have been taken.
Yeah.
So,
And eaten.
Walking back to the ship, I turn to you and say, "This never should have happened. Nord was a shipwright. He made the ships. He did some local sailing, but he never left port. And that was part of why we were able to get together so quickly, because we were always there. He's never left port before. This is madness that he would have gone anywhere near this far south."
Do we know for a fact that he left port, or we?
Don't know. All I have is, I just have a vision from a goddess who has ideas for me, and that I would be wise to follow through on.
I'll see.
So I truly don't know. And I don't think I can know. Not at this port, and not if I wish to keep on the quest, which seems oddly important for whatever this crown thing is. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. But Hildy's got
Wait, there's
it.
a crown?
I think
Oh,
so.
right. Oh, I forgot the MacGuffin.
I honestly have a very vague idea of what's going on, but I figure Hildy knows what's important about it, so I'll just keep watching out for her. She seems very clever when she's not riddled with dementia, bless her soul, and...
She is quite riddled. Meg, I think right now it would be in all of our best interests, as painful as this is to hear, and as unfortunate. I'll be honest, I'm not good at these kinds of things. I'm not good at setting priorities for people, but I think right now you have two choices you can make. We can either pursue your husband to the ends of the earth right now, or maybe we need to come back to this.
I think, I can't know, but I think that Luna may have plans for him and me. Whether those be good or bad, they are plans. And plans mean living. And living means a chance. I think that I will look, but it will not be my priority. It can't be with this.
You know what they say? Gods are fickle, two-faced bitches.
Okay,
Every single one of them.
I would like for you to not say that in my general vicinity, because I do not want to defend your point. Or
This seems like a godless town, to be honest.
Couple walking by.
I mean, listen, I think focusing on Luna's role in this is only going to drive you crazy. Do you want to go crazy? That's- before you answer that, do you want to lose your noggin? Not go crazy as in kill the motherfuckers who hurt your family, but
mostly not.
mostly not.
Well, usually not. Almost always not. Sometimes people are just the worst, but usually not.
Okay. And I think
I agree.
agree.
Sorry, I don't like giving up like this.
It's not giving up. It's reprioritizing. Reprioritizing. I'm not big on attachments, personally. I do have two. I have three. Used to have four.
Oh, the dog.
One of the four severed. One of the three is, we'll say that bridge has been knocked down. Hopefully it can be rebuilt. But I got my mom and my sister. And I have not seen either of them since this whole debacle began. I've been trying to check in with them. But I realize that focusing on the attachments I have back home are only going to keep me from doing what needs to be done. And right now, seems like the stakes are pretty high for what needs to be done. You want to pick a fight on the way back to the ship?
I would love to pick a fight on
As you guys are walking back, how you feel something, you feel your foot kick something on the ground.
Oh.
Now, once you're walking over dock, wooden planks and so forth, and so to feel this, it feels a little bit heavy. And as you look down, it appears to be a pouch, a small pouch.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah, open it up. What's inside?
It's a small pouch, only about 6 inches high, maybe 4 inches wide, but it's heavy as you pick it up, and it feels silk, and it's kind of got this purplish iridescent look to it, and then of course the strings themselves are almost like gold, and it's closed. It's not tied, but just closed.
Holding it in my hand, does it remind me, do I see any like cut straps on it, like as if it was in somebody's coat and then cut off?
Passively, no. If you want to like look at it really
I wanna look
quickly.
at it
Okay,
really
roll investigation.
I do not know if I have found anything. That's a 6.
I mean, it looks intact to you,
I don't do that work.
but it feels heavy, and you don't hear the clink of coins, but there's some singular object in there that feels like a ball or something.
It would be so easy to
Wait.
trap you.
Wait,
I'm gonna gently.
wait. I would.
And I pull the string.
Okay, it just flutters open, and it's open.
Okay. What do I see inside?
You look inside, and what appears to be an egg, but not like a chicken's egg or an animal egg. It's in this. It's like a stone in the shape of an egg, but it's got this strange, cloudy, like wispiness to it that's actually roiling inside the egg itself.
Oi, let me.
Oh my gosh!
And it's the size of a regular egg, a chicken egg.
It's what? What is this?
Could I?
You ever see this before?
I'll grab it if he
Okay.
doesn't let me take. I'll give it right back. Can I
okay.
like do a nature to see if I recognize it, or like survival because that's better if I think this is something that'll kill me?
Well, yeah, the nature if you're trying to identify the egg is
Yeah,
some
I'm
other
new here,
animal.
but there's no way he gave you something nice.
You go
Yeah.
walking on the dock. Pick the chaos demon.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Let's do nature. I'm intelligent. But let's see. Let me make sure. Is that still a -1 modifier?
You're the worst druid ever.
I am, dude. I wasn't made to be a good druid. I was made to kill things. All right. That's a 12 minus 1. No, I think I'm proficient by. Yes, I'm proficient because I'm required to be. That'll be a 15.
15, okay, not terrible. You're sure it's not a chicken egg,
Yes.
but you've never seen anything like this. And it has almost a magical nature to it, looking at it. So if it's you're not even sure that it's an actual, egg with an embryo, like it's going to hatch anything. It could be something entirely different. But you do not see any connection to a natural beast.
I was going to reach over, put his hand around hers, take the egg. We do not say a word to Dykir. We do not say a word to Dykir. He won't let me keep it.
Well, clearly we're both destined to have whatever that is. It's not a normal beast. It might not even be alive, but if it's alive, then we're gonna be parents.
What time of day is it right now?
It's evening.
It's evening.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, ship
Do I
destroyed.
see any? Actually, can I try and hold it up to the moonlight and see if?
Yeah, there's lanterns all about.
Or lanterns, yeah, and see if I can do the little
Sure.
flashlight
You're
thing.
candling.
Yeah,
tonight?
if there's any kind of a profile of anything.
Yeah.
All you're seeing is that wispy, smoky material that's kind of moving on its own inside. It's continually moving,
You gotta rub it
almost like
a
clouds.
Clouds.
A genie.
Okay, so does the
But you don't feel any
clouds,
solid essence inside.
the
Otherwise.
clouds that are swirling around in it, do they remind me of the ichor that we found in Lioness? That cloud that came out.
Oh no, not at
No,
all.
nothing
This is
similar.
more of a clearish.
Okay.
More like puffy sky cloud.
Exhaust smoke.
It's like vape smoke compared to.
Right.
Shoot, can I take a hit of this egg? I'm going to put it back in the nice little wrap.
Okay.
Tie it nicely.
Remember to keep it warm. So get it somewhere close to you.
It was
Into my.
Sitting
No,
on-
I'm gonna put it.
sitting on a wet dock.
Yeah.
You are using your brain. We are. I'm playing with
You go.
We're role playing.
Yeah.
The two barbarians are by themselves, so this is what happens.
Oh my god. What if this is a dragon egg?
Here goes.
Smoke. What if it's fire?
Or it could be aired like that one time when I was falling into the void and screaming forever. Don't worry.
Wait, that happens to you too? I have those dreams all the time.
No, this happened like yesterday when the asshole slaver guy decided to poof me into the clouds.
Oh.
Oh no, it was only like 12 seconds, but it felt like forever. Felt like maybe an hour.
I'll be totally
hour and a
honest.
half.
I don't remember that happening, but I believe you.
So your passive is only 11, right?
No. My passive is...
That's what was on your character sheet.
Yes, it is 11.
Okay.
Right.
And yours is...
Sorry, I was thinking about passive insight.
And Kiva, yours is only 13?
Mine is only 13.
Okay, just check, because I want to make sure because that's what I'm going off of these same. So, Kiva, you note that, just kind of looking up and down the dock, you see one man. It's an older man, and he's got a cane, and he is just stopped about 50 feet the opposite direction of you, where you guys had probably passed at some point, going in different directions. And this older man has got his back to you, and he's just stopped, and you can see him looking through his pockets and on the ground. And this guy's probably 70-something years old. Cane, well dressed.
I see that, but then I turn around and I see how happy Howl is at his new pet egg. And then
I'm gonna call you Oof.
And then I start ushering
Right,
us a
right.
little bit faster towards the ship.
Right.
Lights on nothing.
Where are you going?
Good boy.
Come on.
Wait, don't you want to look at the egg?
I would love to. Let's do it on the let's do it.
All right.
Closer to the ship. Yeah.
As I run after Kiva, just yelling,
Wait, more about the egg!
A few people kind of look sideways at you, but the old man doesn't seem to be aware of them, even as loud and verbose as you're being. Okay, so you guys are heading off to the Queen of Tartessos now as well. With your
Going to go and
egg.
peg? Forget picking a fight. We got an egg.
All right, so Hildy and Josiini,
Well, you have always
sitting
been
in
taking
this.
me on.
Basically, it's an office that he brought you to, but if you recall, it is. You entered at street level and went down through a dark passageway. You didn't see any other doors, but it ended at a door. You walked through into this office that he brought you to, sat behind, kind of hopped up on an elevated chair behind his desk. It's a really big desk, but the office is not that big, but it's open on one side, and you can see what looks like a warehouse that's been dug out and is vast, and you can hear the workmen moving and hauling. You can hear the rails of carts. As you look over, you see some of them are filled with unfinished ore, and they're being separated in different ways. You see that there are rocks that have glints in them, as if maybe they hold gems, but again, they haven't been carved from the rock itself. They haven't been cut. It's all very, very raw form, and there's all kinds of, mostly silver, but other ore as well, that's all kind of being separated and moved to different locations within this warehouse, presumably to be sent away somewhere. And so it is very, very loud outside of that as you get close to this opening. There's no window or anything, just an opening. And then there's a small stairway from his office that leads down into that area. But he doesn't seem to be preoccupied with that at all. He hops up on his desk and you can see there's papers everywhere, and he's got this little bowl of what looks like a salad that's been sitting there for a while. You can even kind of smell it, it's kind of rotten. And as he just wrinkles his big bulbous nose, I forgot this was there. Then he just kind of pushes it away. So what is it that you are here to see me with? The Iron Hung sent you, yes? The Prince of the Seas?
Oh, yes. My good friend Planchario.
Yes, your good friend Planchario. That's how it always begins. Good friend Planchario. And it ends very different. In any case, how is it I can help you?
I have an empty ship's hull and I need some cargo to take on our next leg of the journey, something that I can turn into a profit.
Okay,
And I
you
heard
go
you're a
ahead.
businessman.
Are you going?
Where are we going? Port Francik? Where are we going? Port
Port Francik, yes, yes. But we have many tradesmen there that would love to have some silver ore. So yes, we can do that. Are you expecting credit, or will you be paying for the ore?
Well, I suppose that depends on the price that we reach, isn't it? I've got a modest sum.
Perhaps it does. I don't know how. You see the what is the name of your ship?
The Queen of Tartessos.
Ah, yes, I know this ship. Very shallow hold. It can maybe take 2 tons, maybe, of the ore. Maybe 3. Do you know?
Do I know?
Josiini
Sure.
would know. Yeah, I mean, Josiini would know that you can take comfortably 2 tons. 3 tons would max you out and slow you down a lot and could be dangerous, but that's the most you've ever gone with.
We'll go. I think comfortably 2 tons. We have a full house upstairs, so
Look what's happened to my cabbage. I was going to eat this, but this looks quite rotten now. I don't think there are weevils. There are a pair of weevils in my cabbage. It kind of pushes it forward. If you were to choose a weevil, which one would you take?
the skinnier one.
Why would you take skinny one? He doesn't eat. He can't move very fast.
Well, he doesn't eat much. I don't have to feed him anything.
What about the fat one here? He looks very healthy.
He's already eaten all your food. I wouldn't be
I
nice
know.
to him at all.
I was thinking I was going to eat him now because he's very plump. Weevils are quite healthy, you know.
Well, that's why I chose the skinny one. I wanted to leave you the plump one. It was the only fair.
Well, I suppose that is satisfactory to me as you choose the lesser of 2 weevils. Seems quite
I see what you did there.
happy with himself.
I don't
get it.
get it.
Planchario, he says I do not have a humor, but I believe that I do have a humor.
Oh, Planchario doesn't know what he's talking about.
I believe you are absolutely correct. So why don't you talk to me about, you said 2 tons of silver ore, and how soon do you need this?
We're ready to get started loading that up tonight. We'd like to leave in the morning, maybe
so soon
tomorrow
then,
night,
okay.
the latest.
As you can see, I have plenty of ores. And plenty of the ores, so it's no problem whatsoever. Why don't you roll persuasion?
That is an 8.
An 8?
An 8.
Okay, you got any bonuses or anything on top of that?
Nope, that's what the bonus is.
I can help her. Perhaps a little encouragement from Hildy.
You can help her. You can't help her with a spell at this point because she's already rolled.
Well-
But if you do want to help her with, by giving her advantage,
Yes.
then you can do that.
Okay. Roll a
So
second.
you just
die.
kind of pipe in. Hildy pipes in as she always does.
And take the higher one?
Mm-hmm.
That's 12.
12. Okay. All right. So it's still better. Actually, it's a lot better. Considering. All right. Very good. Very good. I will give you 2 tons of the ore, and it will only cost you 14,000 gold.
14,000 gold.
Yes. But unless Panchario he is willing to offer the credit, to guarantee the credit, then you must have to pay me with the gold coin.
Well,
Mr. Orman, look at her. She's a starving mother with children. How can she be expected to pay 14,000 gold? Her children will starve if she pays you that much.
What are you trying to convince him of? Okay, I'm trying to get the essence of the haggle here.
does Josiini know how much ore should cost or what she
guess
could
we'll
sell
go
it
with-
for?
Maybe.
We'll go with deception.
Okay, all right. You roll a deception, and
Well, they're there.
Josiini, you roll an intelligence.
Well, that was better.
And whatever your intelligence modifier is, you add that.
Where is that? Oh, that is 19.
Okay, yeah, so you realize that.
And 15.
Okay, so you realize that at that price, your profit margin is going to be tiny. And as far as your deception, this is why we don't have children. You know, I am so very sorry that you might have these starving children. I have cabbage that you may have. They have beetles. You can take them to your children. Maybe they will have the protein that will help them grow stronger. I can give you a few.
Feed back to your children.
Planchario, he sent you here because what?
Oh, he said I would have an empty hull, and if I needed to fill it, that you were the man to talk to. The only man, in fact, in Port that I should come see.
Just get a little.
I'm not giving him the devil's blood. I don't care.
The devil's blood.
Oh, never mind now.
Well, no, you sparked my interest with this.
Oh, did I?
A bit, yes. I have to say, I've never had. I've heard, of course, a very intelligent person I am. I have heard of the devil's blood.
Well, Planchario said a man like you would know the right person to be able to sell devil's blood to.
I would, of course, I've heard. Yes, of course, I'm very well connected.
But if you're not willing to haggle for her poor, starving children, I don't know why we should put that in the mix.
All right. What do you think your devil's blood is worth?
Well, since I collected it myself, I think this bottle is probably worth 10,000 gold pieces.
So which bottle is that? Is that the one?
One of the bottles of devil's blood.
Okay.
Got 4.
From the
The horn devil.
Yeah. Okay. So he kind of pushes up further onto the desk and almost crawls across it to where you laid the small vial, and he reaches out for it.
Don't open it.
Oh, what would happen if I open it?
Well, I don't know.
Oh. This is very exciting.
Do you want to open it together?
Wait, I have an expert on this matter that I must consult, and so maybe it's better that before we open anything in here that, for what might happen to you, of course, because I'm not worried at all about
Well,
myself.
since I killed the devil that it came from, I doubt very
You
much
killed
would
this
happen
devil?
to me.
You're the 12th a day, I suppose. Suppose you might have some ability to do this. One moment. Roland?
We never should have made the gnomes.
Roland!
They're all like this.
Did not make us, madam. It's hard to tell. You're very old. Roland, come here, please, Roland.
Oh no! Put those away.
You see what? The cabbage. I'm so sorry. The cabbage. The smell of it. I related.
Hey,
That happens a lot.
The funny part is, even when she goes like this, you can't see anything because they're down here.
It's more like.
Just choke on it.
they don't like admitting it. They still don't like admitting it. You'd think they'd accept it by now.
And moments later, you see this small little rat come climbing up over the top onto the desk. The rat looks normal, except that he has a little tiny coat that he's wearing. And it's been obviously, stitched specifically for him. The rat climbs
Give
up.
him a piece of asparagus.
You're very cute.
How old is that asparagus?
I don't know. How long ago did Jolo die?
So this black, this black limp
Asparagus.
thing that you put up there, it just kind of turns its nose up and it stands up on its hind legs and kind of waves its paws at the Orman. I would like you to sniff this and tell me what you think about it. And you see the little rat go scurrying over to the vial of blood and sniffing it. And it's not that big, right? It's just a small little vial.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and-
Harvesting pit.
Yeah, so,
I'll open it a little for him.
Be
okay.
careful, Ratty.
He kind of sniffs something and pulls back quickly. You can almost, and even as you just, that little bit opening, the acrid scent, that permeates the room, has everyone just kind of like reeling for a moment. The rat immediately scurries back toward the caboodle, and you see him kind of moving and squeaking a bit at this now very strange gnome. The gnome is looking at him very, very intently, as if there's some sort of communication going on there, but it's silent. He nods. Very well. Thank you, Roland. Thank you, as always. I thank you for all your
We didn't
expertise
make
with your
the
nose.
They were just always here. We had rats at my house.
Did they
The
have
rat just
names?
kind of looks over and
No, they were rats.
where the asparagus is, sneezes, and then runs back down.
I'll put it back in
Yes.
my bag.
Save that for later.
You don't want to lose that.
Roland says it is what you say it is. So I will very much like to purchase this from you. How much would you like for this demon blood?
Well, I was gonna take 10,000, but you're very nice now.
Oh, thank you. You have a very dynamic personality.
It's a shame you don't believe me.
What,
We
happened?
should have done better. You'd be taller
What are we talking about?
when we made the gnomes.
Oh, you did not make the gnomes.
Or the dwarves, I suppose.
Oh, don't say that to a dwarfs. But they get very angry about this.
I know, almost as bad as the gnomes do.
You just see him just agitated at this point. What do you want for the blood?
I'll give you 4 bottles for the ore.
What was the bottles?
4 bottles and she gets the ore.
You sure you want to give up all of your devil blood?
I'll just kill another devil.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Light work.
Giving up a lot, you just said.
She's the big bad evil guy.
Oh, I'm gonna be pissed.
That would be a natural 20.
You had a real low bar there because, I mean, demon's blood. Who's got it? You
Sold
know?
by a flopping minute.
Yeah.
The story alone.
Yeah.
Nobody will believe you. None of your friends will ever believe this.
I will take this. I will take this. It's a very good deal, I think. And he very eagerly moves, the bottles over to him, almost covetously, and then down into his drawer. Okay, so I will have the ore sent this evening, as you request, to the Queen of Tartessos. We'll have it loaded for you. And I
He
wish you.
spits in her hand and holds it out to him, kind of
Yes.
dripping a little.
Why is it green?
And he just slaps it. His little tiny hand and your giant hand. Just basically holding your 3 fingers.
Oh, they're just,
Time to,
oh, I
time to fill
remember.
another beer.
That's chucking it away. Okay, so the fun times is over. And the very best to your children, Captain Josiini.
I appreciate
I
it.
hope everything works out well with them. Perhaps with the ore you can afford now to buy food for them.
Can we have the cabbage?
You may, of course you may. And the beavers also.
Yeah, the weevils are gone already.
Yes, you may. And he just kind of pushes it over. Okay, it's time you leave. Just go out to the store. Same one you came in. Okay?
Yes, we'll leave.
All right.
We're out.
Just watches
Pleasure
you.
doing business with you.
Why his eyes don't leave you as you guys go.
We did.
The door opens on its own, and as you guys pass through into the dark hallway, flams. The dark hallway, you know where to go. You can see a faint light, and then out back into the alleyway in the trade district.
Back to the ship.
We'll head back to the ship. I owe you.
Oh, I was probably just gonna drink it.
Probably a true statement.
Well, I'll make sure that your centaurs are well taken care of.
Oh, they're not mine. But Dykir likes them, so let's not throw them overboard. Centaurs don't swim very well.
Noted.
Did I ever tell you the time Dykir tried to swim?
No, sounds like a good
Well,
story then.
first he strapped a barrel to his neck, and then he jumped over the side of the boat with it.
And what happened then?
Oh, then a turtle almost killed him. But then Kiva turned into a bear and she saved us all. Howl threw all his spears into the water for some reason.
As if they were just thrown into the water.
The funniest part of that story is having been around you guys long enough, I now believe all of it.
I never lie.
Literally just lied less than a minute ago.
That statement was a lie.
So you all meet up at the Queen of Tartessos within an hour or so. And you see Dykir there, running through exercises, doing different things.
I'm helping them get their sea legs now, like I did with the Bambi walk.
Yeah. Hopefully they're a little bit beyond that. But yeah, so you guys all meet on the church. It's starting to get late at this point. You haven't called all your crew back yet, I don't think.
Yeah, some of them are still at their houses for the
Yeah, I
last
think
night.
you just had the two that were there. So if you were planning to leave that next morning, you'd have to send them out to go get them. Or messengers, or runners, whatever.
Yep, but since we're back at the ship, I'll send the two that are there to go tell
Okay.
all the other girls to say their goodbyes,
Okay.
get
All
their
right.
cunts back on board.
All right. So it's a fair evening. You guys are all gathered back together. How much information are you guys sharing with each other about what has occurred separately, just so I can keep it all straight?
I'm sharing nothing with the kid.
I figure that the two of us are just whispering to each other, and then whenever Dykir even comes remotely close to us, we shut up immediately.
I don't notice.
He's busy with those
Yeah.
young centaurs.
Well, I'm quiet enough. Hi, Dykir. I see you're very in a broody mood, huh? Seeing him with the little centaurs.
I've never been happier, actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you're nesting with children.
We're not avian creatures, so I don't know why you would imply we're nesting.
But I thought equestrian was. Oh, you're right. You're right. My mistake. Kiva. I'm not remembering my animals very well.
I'll be honest, I think that you know your animals a bit better than I do.
Make sure
Well,
you
but you're
text
a
it.
fucking druid.
Yeah, but you're the one who actually talks to them.
Oh, that's true. I've talked to chickens and dogs and now horses. I mean centaurs.
I mean, I theoretically could probably talk to one, I just don't.
Take it easy on the mead, alright?
And I'm just going to go back to what I was doing.
Who pissed in his Cheerios?
You know what's funny?
Oh, that was me.
Something funny? All the little centaurs, they're just humoring him. They all got it. Like, whenever he turns around, they got it.
So anything you guys want to do on the ship this evening while you're waiting on the order to show up, then the crew to return, morning to come back around?
I think Kiva and I would probably do like one of our ritualistic like training things.
Yeah, murder.
But yeah,
Yeah.
beat the shit out of each other for a
All
few
right.
minutes.
Okay.
Hildy's gonna retire to her chambers for a while.
Which you have, presumably.
Oh, I'm gonna watch this
Yeah.
with the little centaurs.
Oh yeah, and the young centaurs would be all into that. You know, they're little warriors, and they just love this as you guys just go at it. Anything else to cure?
I'll just stand with the kids and just sort of make sure they're having a good time. As well.
All right. So as the evening passes, you know you're used to the rowdiness on the dock, the taverns nearby, the fights that are in the streets, and the general drunkenness. But none of that happens next to your ship or on your ship. All that's kind of kept away onto the docks. During the night, of course, the ore shows up, and it's loaded fairly expeditiously. The oarman's not with them, but you know his lackeys were sent with the several wagons, and they balance it out all along the keel underneath the deck of your ship, where you can pull up the floorboards and store it all. And your crew begins to arrive at different points during the night. Most of them, they're kind of anticipate, being called back whenever. It could be in the middle of the night, the middle of the day, 2-day notice, no notice, whatever. They're just happy to get the time in port. And they come back, ready to get to work and get back out to sea and make some money. Outside of that, the evening passes relatively uneventfully, and the next morning, you wake up with your crew, your ore stashed, and a new bright and sunny day. And a call. Josiini! Josiini, are you there?
Who's calling?
It's your lover, Pancho.
So I'm gonna quickly take the ruby necklace out and pop it on real quick.
As you come out of your cabin, you see, not on your ship, but the gangplank leading down to the dock, standing there in all his gloriousness, is the prince himself, Pancho Dykir. And he looks, he's got the big feather in his hat. He looks as if he is dressed up for some sort of an occasion. But that doesn't necessarily surprise you given your history. Are you heading out again?
We are. Thank you for the lead on your oarman. We are loaded up.
Yeah, I have just come in this night myself. I have to go see my father. I am hearing that he is very sick, and I must go see what's going on. If I am to become the king today, then perhaps I may be seeking a queen this evening.
Well, you certainly look like a king today,
I think
Panchario.
I feel like one. But I am not rushing my father's fate. In any case, we'll be gone for very long, just in case, fate were to take that twist.
Well, I have to drop this crew off, and then we've taken on some kids that I have to return.
Oh, yes, you have even smaller ones.
We do.
They're tiny. They're even tinier than the other tiny one you had.
That's right, mini
Where is he?
centaurs.
Oh, there he is. The Dykir. How are you, my centaur friend?
Pretend I don't hear him.
The
Like I do
Dykir?
that thing where I look at him for a second. And
No, it is I, Panchario. Panchario. You know
Owl
me.
starts waving.
Dykir.
Hi.
Hello, I don't remember your name. Big fellow.
That's quite rude, but I'll accept it.
I am honest to a fault. I am very sorry, my friend. And then, of course, Kiva. How are you?
Still married.
Well, I was just saying hello. I see jealousy is coming out, Josiini. Oh, Captain, I did that just to make myself realize that you still, are in love with me, of course. So it was only a setup, But you are very fair, I would say. And if anything ever happens, your husband don't come back. I have wives in other ports, perhaps.
I'll be very honest. I forgot about you until the second that you showed up
That
at the
is
port
impossible.
again. I literally did. I literally did.
Well, in any case, I am not here for you today. I am here for my sweet Josiini, who is leaving me again, apparently. Going to, where did you say?
Port Francik.
Port Francik. What are you going to do, these tiny little centaur?
Oh, they have to be taken home.
Back to Gades.
Yes.
Well, let me take that burden from you. I will take them myself.
no,
No.
No, please. It would be my honor to go. I would do this for,
Oh,
Josiini.
good. We're gonna take them on a vacation first. It's like a planned thing.
But what if something were to happen to them?
they've already sent them up.
Yeah, we got some strong people on board.
Of course,
we,
but
we put our scent on this ship, so if we were to take them to another ship, it would cause them all kinds of.
Sid, what are you
They're
doing?
very
You
traumatic.
didn't know that the centaur people? We have to scent mount things to be comfortable there.
It's in the name.
Scent.
Scent. Oh.
But maybe this one can stay. But the other ones, if you would like me to take them back, I would be happy to.
You know me, once I make a promise, I don't ever go back on it.
Yes, I am waiting for that promise myself. Now, I shall be here for some time, and I know to Port Francik and back is probably a few weeks for you. Maybe when you come back, I will be the king.
Well, I certainly hope that your father gets better, and if he doesn't, you certainly look ready for the job.
I do too. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? How, as you're just kind of standing there watching this whole thing go on, you feel this movement of air. Where you have this egg.
Oh,
that you have
tucked
placed-
into
tucked in.
my.
Yeah, it's like, and you feel like it's a billowing, and you feel a pressure against your chest. It's very, really
Okay.
serious. And what is going on with you?
I'm gonna reach in and grab the egg.
As you do,
I was hoping the aliens.
as you do, you basically grab the bag, and all you feel is you don't feel the solid nature of the egg that you did before. You feel like this movement within the bag, but it's not just in the bag. It's forcefully blowing out of the bag. And as it does so, you take it out of this small little pouch. Almost this tornado appears next to you, and it begins to form arms, appendages, legs that are just kind of combined together and swirling.
Please don't. Please don't.
Growing a little bit higher, taller than you, but not massive, but just a little bit looming over you a bit as it begins to form, and its two arms forming, and then you see this vague facial structure. Priest, I demand tribute.
Oh, what is
What the hell have you done?
I am very confused.
What is that?
Oh,
Your son!
hello?
7 and your gold will do nothing less.
Can I get back to you on that one?
What the fuck did you do?
I didn't do anything. I just found an egg.
Just came out of a bag you were holding.
Yeah, it came out of an egg that was in the bag that I was holding.
You're still holding the bag.
I'm holding the bag.
It feels empty.
That's what holding the bag means.
Who are you?
I demand my tribute. Doesn't seem to be. It seems to be really focused on whatever this tribute is that is demanding of you.
What kind of tribute would you like?
Gold.
Exclusively
Must be
gold.
7,000 gold.
Can we work out a payment plan? And I pull out
Get it
all
off my
600
ship.
gold I have on me. This is all I have at the moment.
The coins just start to come
wait.
flying out.
How?
And you see
it's
it
gone.
swirling within the cloud itself. Sufficient.
Anybody got some gold?
And it seems to be growing a little bit, just very marginally, a little bit since it first just came.
Do I have any fucking clue what this is other than Gus knows it's some kind of elemental thing going on?
You can roll a history.
Oh, I do not. That's a 12.
Yeah, this is really at the farthest reaches of,
Interchange. Nobody got hurt.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm pulling out a short sword pointing. Do you have 7,000 gold on you right now? I'm not looking at you.
Who are you?
You're the pirate king. I'm pointing at the pirate king with that.
Clicario?
I'm ready for battle, and unintentionally was pointing a blade at him.
He's like, of course I can get gold. It's no problem.
I need 6,400, please.
You're a man of wealth. You can afford it.
Josiini, what do you think?
I think this thing can't take down my ship. It's all I have.
Please, gold, please. I'm still holding the bag.
I would like to do something stupid. I would like to take the bag and throw it into the ocean. If you do not stop
But like,
me,
what if we have an elemental protecting us out of this?
if you do not stop me, I will take the bag and throw it into the ocean.
Well, while she does that, I'm gonna whisper to one of the kids, "Go get Hilda, go and hide downstairs, or hide in the home."
Hildy just.
That tracks.
Copper! All 600 copper comes up here.
It's like being in a
You're
money
throwing all
machine.
your money away, and we're not gonna be able to afford it anyway.
I know!
It'd be hostile.
Panicking.
I have no use for these trivial games.
Insufficient. As it just swirls around, you see it getting angrier and angrier and more agitated as the swirling gets faster and faster. Then you will pay with your lives.
Wealthy man, please, money.
I can get it, but it will take time.
We need time. Can we have time?
Will it take?
Chuck the bag overboard.
Oh no!
You watch it hit the water. Just floats here. Floats.
Nothing happened.
Still floating.
Yeah.
The air elemental is still in the boat.
Oh yeah, he's still standing there.
Didn't go with the bat.
I didn't think so, but
Yeah.
I wanted to see what would happen.
Howell's starting to run down the gangplank
Toward
town.
no.
Where the hell
toward
are you
Planchero.
going?
Planchero's looking
Toward Blanchero.
his eyes getting bigger and bigger as you come, and then he turns and he runs. And he runs.
And I'm running with him.
Now, by this time, I mean, it's fairly crowded on the dock, you know, and then the taverns nearby and so forth. It's like a sea of people just go away from the ship.
Oh my.
Just running. And you hear the screaming and the crying and the yelling and the running. There's no guard that's going to show up. You know that. You know, you're running down the gangplank. The rest.
I'm following immediately after him. And the second that we hit solid ground, like with a little bit of lead, I say, all the gold is over this way. I lie to get him off the fucking ship. You know, our escape route.
All right, roll a.
Did he follow Howl?
He's just now heading. The running is just beginning. So roll a persuasion.
Great. I have a negative charisma. That's just a 5.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go into initiative at this point.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Now, are all the you had ordered the
I ordered the
juvenile
kids to go and wake up
no,
the guards.
nobody, nothing's really
Yeah.
moved yet. But okay, great. So we're going to go into initiative. But we're going to take our break real quick, and then we're going to come back and see what we have to deal with next. So we'll be back in just a few minutes, and contigo di Madre. Welcome back, everyone. We've got madness on the Queen of Tartessos as this very unexpected air-like wind creature has suddenly appeared on the deck of the ship. The origin of which was the egg that Howell had found earlier. He tossed the empty pouch into the water, and is demanding 7,000 in gold as recompense for something unknown. Some sort of tribute is requiring. Nobody seems to have that. Howell has emptied his pockets and is now on the run. And Planchario Pengar has agreed to go get the gold, but it's going to take him a few minutes. So, so he's run off into the crowd as well. And speaking of the crowds are also running away from the dock at this point. So we're going to go into initiative and see where we end up with our turn order. Now, until Josiini orders her crew to attack, if she does, then they won't be in initiative. If she does, then we'll put them into initiative and decide who's going to run it. So, all right. So, initiative, folks. Anybody 20? Over 20 or over?
21.
Okay, so Dykir. Over 15.
17.
I mean, that makes sense.
Over 10.
I got a 12. Oh, I don't like that you two were last. Oh, you make sense.
What did Howell get?
17.
Okay. Okay, and Josiini, what did you get?
5.
5. Okay. Did you roll?
I rolled, but I didn't want to say it because I'm keeping it inside, but it's 21.
Okay, all right. So,
She hasn't come out yet.
right, exactly. So, but when she is, we'll put her at the top of the turn order.
Okay.
Second.
Second, you rolled a 20.
I have 21 as well, but
Oh, okay.
that's
Your dex is higher.
Look at you getting defensive.
Do not take away my dexterity. It's the
I
only
don't think
thing
it
I
can.
have. It's the only thing I
By higher
have that and
build a
all
higher
of
base
it.
roll. If I roll an 18 and you roll a 17, but you've got higher dex, technically,
Yeah.
So your crew would naturally run to your
No,
defense if you were attacked, Josiini. But at this point,
I see
you're
what you
kind of
mean.
starting
I
off.
see what you mean. Yeah.
Everybody's just kind of frozen, not sure what to do. So, Dykir, you see this going on. You see Howell start running down the gangplank. Planchario Pengar running off into the crowd to get gold, and everyone else kind of getting ready to do something. What are you going to do?
Is it actively attacking this right now, or is it just?
You only know what it said before Hal ran away. It did not make an attack of opportunity. Did not take an attack of opportunity as he ran, and so you didn't see it strike out at him.
But does it look like it's getting ready to strike?
What would that look like? It definitely looks like that.
Yeah.
Looks it's very
A finger of
violently
God.
angry-looking cloud
You know what?
of wispy.
Not too many kids at stake. I'm being pragmatic. I'm going to go first. So I am going to get there so I can flank with Kiva.
what are you doing?
Get him with the ship.
It didn't
Metagaming.
attack any of us.
I'm going to attack with the nat one.
You're all a bunch of murder hobos.
You're attacking it? That one?
Nat one. And a 30 on the critical fumble table.
All right, that is perfect.
Better than one.
You're using a dagger or a short sword?
I was using my short sword of steam. Please don't take it away from me.
There's a swashbuckler right next to him.
You feel intense shame and embarrassment.
You should.
You're
He pooped himself.
the only real grace you have in this moment is the fact that all the young centaur didn't see it happen because you sent them away. They're all backs toward you, head down toward the Hildy cabin. So you'll have disadvantage on attacks and ability checks until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
And
I'm so ashamed I'm going to use the rest of my movement to right past Hal.
So that's 5, 10,
15, 20. Is it difficult terrain to get off the boat?
No, that's actually a gangplank.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's just running down. Are you disengaging?
No, I don't have to. Mobile. 35, 40, 45. And bonus action stealth.
Okay.
And that'll be a 23.
Are you gonna be offended if I throw
Yes.
a girl? What girl?
All right. So, Hilda, you're actually next in the turn order.
I'm running as well.
Never offended.
You would hear the clomp of hooves moving quickly into the cabin area. There's a hallway outside the two cabins that are there, and so you would probably hear that, but make of it as you will. You can either wait for them or just wait to see what happens, or you can get up and do something.
She was sleeping, so she'll open the door and she'll be like, boys!
And they're all they're crowded in this narrow passage, 6 deep.
Now you can't all fit in here at one time.
And they start talking at all together. There's a thing outside, there's a big one, it's a Dykir, and that's gold.
Well,
I'll move aside.
just get in there and shut up.
No, we just came to get you. We've got to go out. We've got to go kill this thing. We're warriors.
And then listen to orders.
The rule is whenever anything bad happens, you guys hide in the cabin. My cabin that I paid for.
Look, old lady, you're not the boss of us. You coming or not?
Hildy's going to slowly increase her Tuatha glow.
His eyes start to get big. Are you trying to intimidate?
Yeah.
All right, roll intimidation. and I mean, you get 5 other heads like trying to,
I'm sure they can all see it.
Oh, the glow, yeah, it gets
12.
12. Okay.
I like these little.
You're also noticing a shift in their mannerism. Were kind of playful, childish before. Now they seem to be shifting into this warrior state. They're impressed by the glow. They're somewhat intimidated by, the Tuatha Dé. You should probably actually have advantage on that because honestly, you're a Tuatha Dé and
13.
okay, but not enough to dissuade them. They've done their job. They've come down and told you, and you can see they're starting to turn to head back up.
All right, but if you die, you're in trouble.
Not even listening. Just moving at the clomp of hooves as they get ready to move up. Now, this is going to bring up something that I suggest you bring up Centaur on your D&D Beyond, so that when they attack, you'll use just their basic stats since they're juvenile.
Why is anybody attacking?
Minions. If I get control of them, they're going back in the ship.
Well, just remember, these are Thunderhoof clan warriors in the making. To back down from this would be shameful, and you would know that culturally, even at their age.
You just want base Centaur stats?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you'll be using. Hildy, there's no way you're going to be able to get by them all. But is there anything else you wanted to do prior to your turn ending?
Well, now,
Okay.
grumbling about it.
So you've got 6 Centaur
You're all grounded.
that you need.
over
That they
their
did
shoulder.
You're,
And here
you're
I told
grounded.
them,
too.
but
You're
they
lucky
don't
they didn't
listen
see
to
them
me.
fumble the dagger and then run away like a little.
They don't have weapons outside of
No.
their hand. I mean, they haven't been provided any type of weapon. So they're all going to be. Yes, they're all going to be basically.
Punch in there.
Shadow boxing.
Yeah. So
Punch in the
okay. So go ahead and get them an initiative,
Sorry.
but they'll start the next turn. So Howell, what are you doing? You're heading down the gangplank.
I see the horse run past me, and I'm like, okay, good idea. And I'm just gonna
Fucking bolt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, hi, Dykir. 35,
Visible.
40.
I'm right.
I painted myself to look
Yeah,
like
sure.
the prince.
All right, buddy. Yeah. And I'm gonna standing there. I'm gonna use my action to say, "I've got more gold over here."
Okay. Anything else from Howell?
That's what I.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
800 Tartessos pirates come out of the woodwork.
Go.
He took it.
All
An
right.
actual true statement.
Let's get a close up on this. Okay. All right. So as you bellow out loudly about the gold, even though you struck at it and just missed miserably, probably didn't even look like an attack, quite frankly, as badly as you missed. Clambering of hooves coming back out soon through the other side, or out of the cabins.
Oh,
Appearing here behind you.
Oh, thank goodness. It's off my ship.
There is an attack opportunity for anybody that's nearby if you want,
I would, however,
if you're within 5 feet.
that would.
Does that include if it moves past us? Like, or did it tell us?
No, it was just like a wind.
Oh, just misty stepped.
Well, if it was Misty Step, it wouldn't provoke.
One of your swashbucklers.
No, we're just happy it's off the ship. It's not our fight.
If
Okay.
I attacked it, it would have stayed on the ship. So, no.
Okay. All right. So
You keep repressed though?
I don't think so.
okay, so this appears right behind Howl, and you hear kind of whispering, "You denied," and it makes an attack on you. This thing immediately gets this whirling hurricane strength like swirling around it, and first you need to make a strength save.
Strength save?
Yes, it appears right behind you.
That is
18.
Okay. All right. So you're not thrown off your feet or anything. You are somewhat surprised the fact that it just appeared behind you, but that's going to end its turn right there. So Kiva, you're up.
All right. I see how very far away this fucker is. What is the
at least 50 feet.
1, 2, yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, bonus action bear.
Okay. Transforming into a bear. Bear versus bear.
Yes. Unbearable. And then
But you're not close yet.
All we need is a
action
water.
dash.
This would be very weird.
And that will be I'll just move it here for sanity's sake. That'd be 1, 2, 3. I can get there.
Okay. So
I
you
have
get
40
right up on
movement.
it. Okay.
I will get right up on it.
All right. So just
Actually, I would get like, I have like 40 feet of movement. I'd get like here.
Okay. That's all dock behind you.
I figured it was,
Yeah.
but I was afraid to do that because it looks like I'm going into open water.
Yes.
And I may be good in that, but I feel like Dykir would drown.
Yeah, so those sides of the map are all dock. All right, so Josiini, as a bonus action, you can order your crew to do whatever you want it to do, and then of course you have your usual actions and movements and so forth.
Let's see. I'd like to order my crew to start taking down the sails and readying the ship to
The heave off.
hasty retreat.
Okay, all right, and okay, all right. So in a pinch, they might be able to get out. If they're all focused on that, they probably will be able to at least get it shoved off within 2 to 4 rounds. So we'll see how quick they are. Does Josiini want to do anything?
She just would help with that effort.
Okay, all right. That's going to move it up a little bit quicker then. All right. This is going to bring us to the top of the round with Dykir.
Okay. The centaurs are going to act on initiative 6, though.
Okay, yeah, we'll have them all in the 7. 6, you said?
Yes. They're rolled 4.
Okay, so they're right before Josiini.
Actually, I'm hidden, so why would I mention that?
Are you?
But I have my short swords out. It's gonna move out.
Oh,
I'm gonna try this again and redeem myself.
Okay.
please.
19.
19 hits. You
Don't you
feel your short sword
disadvantage?
kind
You
of
have
go through it. It
disadvantage.
feels a turbulence
Oh, I
going
do.
through this thing, but it's not like hitting a body.
She reminded me I have disadvantage this turn, so it's actually a 12.
12.
I'm
And then
sorry,
just gonna-
13.
What the fuck is it?
13.
Okay. All right. You're just gonna flings your arm back.
Numbers!
The numbers, Mason.
Okay. You miss. So, yes.
Getting really frustrated. Bonus action attack and kind of crits you.
It's the kind of day it is.
19 and a 2. So I'm just whipping left and right. I'm trying to fight air. So I'm striking out, not connecting with
Now
anything.
I'm gonna hide behind a footstool somehow again.
Oh no, I used my bonus action. I can't. I have to stand and fight this time.
Well, you can't. You can be behind the boxes to not be in melee range.
Excuse me.
Okay, so Hilda, you are technically next,
I come out onto the deck.
but you're
There's no
behind 6
monster.
centaur.
There's no monster, and the crew is getting the ship ready to go. And I'm like,
Fucking boys!
I go back to my captain.
You may or may not hear bear noises in the distance.
Should I roll for perception if I see what's going on? Fucking 20 yards down the pier.
Like 90 feet? It's if you want to, or you can rely on your
I like to
passive.
point out that
My
Hildy
passive
also,
is 15.
Hildy also sees this crewman probably looking that way.
Yeah, I think a 15 would definitely.
You think she pays attention to the help?
The ruckus and the noise and everything else would definitely get your attention. It's not even clear what they're fighting down there. What's going on? You see just almost just this, like a dust devil.
She a computer gnome get picked up in the storm.
Dorman.
Oh no.
I'll look over at
That's
the
where he
city.
was.
Should I even ask?
Some wind monster came out of Howl's jacket and asked for 7,000 gold. He threw all his money at it,
What did he eat?
and then he ran away.
It's like Vegas.
It is.
Move Hildy 30 feet.
She just shuffles up to the side to get a better look.
30. Get there.
Wait for me!
This is technically a man-sized creature, though it's not huge.
Hildy's going to try whispering at it dissonantly.
Okay.
It needs to make a wisdom save versus 13.
Okay. Okay. Okay, it fails.
So it takes 14 points psychic and it flees as fast as it can, as far as it can.
Does it immediate move? I can't remember. Or does that happen on its turn?
Good question.
That fear.
No, it's a mentalist ability. You gotta look it up in D20.
Oh, Dissonant Whispers, like the way that
But it's similar. It's styled pretty similarly. So.
similar is not the same.
But I basically just copied it on that one.
Dissonant Whispers, you have to, I think, use your reaction to run 15 feet.
Okay.
Because I had barbed that.
To run its movement is what you're saying.
Must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay, all right. So that's forced movement, so I won't get attack of opportunity on it. But the thing basically.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, I mean, you just see it just turn, and initial. You kind of get the idea that it's in pain. It's from the psychic damage, and just in through one of the alleys, down one of the alleys, and it's what's that to the end of the map? What, 20 feet?
And like 40, 30, 30.
30 feet? Okay, all right, just got it.
60 feet further.
Okay, you can come back now.
Oh, you see the thing rush off.
Hildy, how long does that last?
Well, it ran away.
We all.
pocket.
I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to hang out here and be ready. I don't want to go back onto that ship until I know it's gone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ready an attack with my great sword.
So there is
Upstairs.
no how long does it last. It just says it must use it.
Yeah, that's
complete
it.
From you.
That's it. The spell ends at that point. So,
I want to just, and then it can wait a minute.
yeah, at this point, on its round, it can do whatever it wants. So that's it for Hal?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to bring up the creature. And yeah, he's actually back where he was. And then,
Which is
Well, it's right between us.
yes, it's exactly 90.
And I'm just waving to him. Hi.
Yeah, easy.
Wait, he can do that twice?
That's something will provoke.
Yeah. Yeah,
Awesome.
so both
What are
Here, I
flanking
keep-
rules? Because
+2.
+2.
thank you.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna.
Oh, I hit him. That's an 18 on the die.
Okay.
Yeah, plus
Means he doesn't
7.
go.
Yeah, I hit him. He does not move. His speed equals 0.
Oh, okay. Got it. You were able to stop him. How much damage?
I don't know. I didn't roll that yet.
She just knows she hit him.
Yeah.
So you were able to rest its stop.
Gods, I think it likes me.
That's 12 points of air damage.
Okay.
And
Bear damage?
Points of
Okay.
bear.
8 points from me. Doesn't matter which is fire, which is piercing.
No.
Okay.
Not in this case. Okay. All right. Well, most importantly, you stopped it.
Yes.
Okay. Anything? Oh, that's it. That was his turn. That was your reaction. Okay, Kiva, you're up.
Bonus action rage.
Oh, did he action dash?
He did. Now, does that consume his action
Yeah.
when you stop him?
No, it just means that he can't move.
Well,
No,
start,
who
you have to
tried to
trigger.
move, he would have had action
Yeah.
dash, yeah.
I agree.
Order of operations.
Yep. Okay,
Just
all right,
remember
Kiva, you're
that
up.
for when
Regular.
he has that same argument for us.
Yes.
I'll accept.
No, it's as intended.
Bonus action. I rage.
Okay.
So. Yes, you get to see all the pencil additions.
I was vacantly staring into
That's
space.
fair.
I wasn't even trying to read anything.
That's H plus. Does a 15 hit or 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Awesome. That will be the bite. So that's it.
Bite from the bear, biting air.
I'm looking for that little egg in the middle, trying to bite that. And that's 10 points of bite damage,
Okay.
probably reduced by half, but still something. And then that will be, I hit it. 18 on the die.
Okay.
And that'll be 18 claw damage.
18. Okay.
Yeah. And yes, I just growl angrily at the cloud of doom.
Okay. Yes, the only thing solid that you've seen in this thing so far is Howl's coins. But those disappeared shortly after he threw them into the creature. So that's it for Kiva. Then the centaur are up. You've got 6 centaur to deal with.
Guess the day I was born. No,
So they're right there, Hal, on your side of the board. You can put them up. I'll put them over here.
there's the children, the niños.
Whoops. What's
Without weapons.
Yeah, they're technically
Fisticuffs.
weaponless.
They have hooves.
And hooves.
Their hooves are pretty dangerous, actually.
Yeah, they're horses.
So that should give you
they're
the 6 that you
children.
need.
Does that count?
How the fudge do they have 50? I had to work my ass off to get 50 feet of movement. They start with it?
Yeah, that's because these are the centaurs that actually, are cool. They're
They can
fighters.
also swim.
I was born into the wrong planet.
They also learn as children to swim.
I had to earn all this crap. They just get it for free.
This is why you just have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Look at how crowded the boat is.
Are they all just moving towards the... Their goal is to fight.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean,
So it's
essentially, you
stampede?
would expect that as far as they could move, probably charging.
30, 40, 50. Luckily, they can't get all the way there.
Hey, you can't leave without them. Paper. Oh, actually, you could.
Be ready to go though.
Yeah.
V formation.
Imagine
You have one more. You have one more.
Oh,
There, don't forget Tony.
he was the runt of the ledger.
All right, are they doing anything else?
That's their action.
Bonus action.
Why do you want the why? They don't get
have-
bonus action dash.
No.
Or action.
They don't have actions. They didn't use their action yet.
I know. I don't want to use their action to dash and get too close to it, but I guess they would do that.
Oh, they're charging, yeah.
This is so fucked.
They're like, woo, let's go.
This has gotten so fucked up.
It's the sound that ends the earth is all
And
the
did they
kids.
try to run right through it like a centaur?
They could have
or
gone around.
Trample it? Why would they go around it if they could go through it and trample it?
They're encircling it.
Because they don't have the trample ability. So
That's Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, so I guess
yeah, they don't have any ability to hit while dashing or charging. They have a charge ability, but it's only when they have a pike.
When they have a bite.
A
So
pike,
if
you
the
mean?
centaur moves at
Point-
least 30 feet
26.
straight towards the target and hits it with a pike
Oh,
attack.
pike.
It sounded like you
bite.
It did.
Oh, no.
You did say bike.
Pointy sticks.
yeah.
They have a bite.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So they're just
bicycle.
Like Christopher.
Voiced versus unvoiced.
It's one of those double bicycles that like couples ride. It's
Tandem.
Centaur.
so Jenny, Josiini, that brings up you, and what are you doing?
Still getting that boat ready.
Okay. All right.
Since
So,
they're all off now, I may shove out a little further as soon as I can.
yeah. So you think that
I
you
do see that little boat.
probably shove off not this round, but when we get back to your turn next round, is when you'd be able to start moving the ship out. Everything would be untied, and the gangplank would be just knocked over. So we're at the top of the round with Dykir. You just saw all these juvenile centaurs just go rushing up.
What
attack.
the fuck are you doing? This is the exact opposite of what I told you. Get back on the boat. Trying to sound like a stern parent.
Well, now you definitely have advantage.
I don't get advantage from flanking, unfortunately.
You get a +2.
18.
18 hits.
Okay. So, just to clarify, from flanking alone, I don't get sneak attack, right?
You're within 5 feet of Atlas.
Yeah, you have to. You still have the other rules of sneak attack.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the 5 feet within allies.
Yeah.
Man, 3 weeks off.
Listen, yeah, we haven't played in a while.
You played too much Baldur's Gate.
Apparently. Oh, wow, that's a really good roll. 21 just from the sneak attack, +4, so 25. And I can't think of anything else I add.
Is this your magic sword?
It is. Thank you. Yeah.
Steam.
So it's 25 plus another 6. 31 points of damage.
Wow, nice. That
I'm
is huge.
redeeming my. I found like the vein of wind, and with the sword of steam, I stab it in there and just watch the flames kind of ignite the air as it swirls around.
Yeah, I mean, all the other attacks that you've seen so far, including your some of your own on it, have seemed to be not so much yours, but the others have been less effective. That strike by you, you watch as the wind almost loses its shape and seems to almost dissipate, but brings it back together in a roiling rage. So, anything else from Dykir?
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to attack it one more time.
Is that with the same weapon? A different weapon, right?
I have 2 swords, so short swords.
Oh, that's right, they're both-
This just doesn't have sneak attack, or my ability modifier. So 8 points of damage.
8 points. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As I twirl the other one in my hand and slash across.
Yeah, if you can consider it mass, the amount of wind that's just rushing around as kind of a central axis has diminished somewhat from that last strike, from your attack. Is that it for Dykir?
That's it.
Okay, Hildy,
Wisdom save? 13?
are you doing the same thing?
No.
Okay. Nope.
Ooh.
Sexy.
17 points psychic. And it cannot go invisible or hidden. I will know its location as long as it's on this plane.
Ooh.
17 points. Okay, got it. All right, so it again, you see it kind of ripple, almost as if it's gonna just come apart, but just struggles for a second as it finally comes back together, but not nearly as strong as it was. And for what it's worth, its gaze, for what it is really focused on Howl at this point. All right, so Is that it
One
from...
person hasn't hit it.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Is it from Hildy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I feel remiss to kill it, but okay, guys, have fun with that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Hi, Hildy. 40.
Gangplank is no longer up there, so it's difficult terrain. That's all to get onto the boat.
Josiini, you were both thanking us.
Are you gonna dash?
Wait, so I would have seen that coming up. That would have changed the
Okay.
direction I would have gone.
Yep.
I would have. Where was I? I was here.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Guys, he wants me. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I can't get close enough. There's a wall of fucking centaurs.
Okay. All right. So. Ooh. It's a creature's turn, and he's literally surrounded by a wall of...
Children.
Come here, buddy.
I'm trying my best to flourish and get its attention with every strike.
I'm a
Meanwhile, I was just standing here like, guys, let him attack me.
I'm a goddamn bear. So
Just let him hit me.
He moves through this centaur and slams into you, Al.
Yeah, he's
and you're not within 5 feet of me.
a petty boy.
That centaur needs to make a dex save.
Oh,
The one that he's technically
That one.
moving through. That one.
hey, does that
Okay,
count?
so he falls prone, and
no.
well, he falls prone.
Do I have to make one as well?
No,
Oh. I did really
Takes-
good on it though.
13 points of damage, bludgeoning damage from the wind as it rushes through him, and he is flung 20 feet away, taking an additional 6 points of damage.
Good.
Hey,
Yes.
GM,
How many hit points
is that
did
an
you say
attack?
Dead?
45.
What?
Was that an
No,
attack?
that's what real centaurs.
Just had to make
Told me to use
sure.
that stat block.
No, and then he slams
I
into.
disagree. Yes.
Nah, because that was just a function of him.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
I thought so. I had to make sure.
I would have raged.
Okay, so on Howl, it's 27 to hit and 20.
Well, yeah, actually, they both met. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, they both hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the first hit does exactly 15 points of damage.
Ow!
The second hit does a paltry 19 points of damage.
This is
Oh,
why
poultry.
it's only poultry if you're not angry, or if you're angry, it's poultry.
Oh, he's pretty pissed.
Oh no, but Howl
Oh,
is not
Howl.
angry.
Yeah, so
See,
And then-
if somebody didn't sentinel him, I would have raged. I would not have taken 40 points of damage.
What's your max again?
tribute denied as it's standing in your face, pummeling you with its
Ow!
windy appendages.
Can we say the gold Howl gave it traveled down to its fist? So he's getting his own gold.
Insulting!
Beat him with his own money.
Literally his own money.
And that's gonna bring up Kiva.
Beat me with my own coin purse.
I mean, I got the one thing. I'm gonna attack it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
In bear form still, right? Yep.
I'm still in bear form. I'm still angry because I kept hitting it. Does a 23 hit
yeah,
it?
definitely.
I just have to make sure, for posterity.
Your own confidence.
That's only 8 points of bite damage.
Okay. Well, as the bear bites into it, not really feeling anything physical, not getting the satisfaction of biting into flesh or anything solid or semi-solid, it just kind of wisps through. You feel it moving through your teeth, moving through your mouth, and everyone all around feels the wind just kind of like disperse in different directions, and then poof, it's gone.
Hey, Hildy, is it on this plane?
And it's back.
And there's 5 of them. And that's where we'll end tonight.
For some reason, they're all big.
Then we have the mother of what?
They're the coins.
Mother.
A magical
No coins fell on the ground.
Coin fell.
Oh, someone got your coin.
Just sacrificed your money.
That old guy that you stole the egg from.
disappear?
You could see it disappear right in front of you.
I know, but does she?
Oh, yes. No longer on this plane.
She's gonna turn around and go back up on the boat.
It's difficult terrain now.
She's gonna
That's
like,
fine.
climb back up as the boat is literally starting to push off from the dock.
I lift you up onto my back with like my snoot. Nope.
touch me.
Nope. I keep doing it because you look real fucked up.
So we're not in their initiative right now at this point, but the boat is moving away from the dock.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm scooping him up. So like, jump.
A little help, monkey!
I'm carrying this centaur that broke his little calf.
He's still alive? Okay.
Yeah, he's still alive. Okay. He has like
Josiini, we killed the wind.
I do take you with me unless you like, even if you.
I eventually give in.
all of you back on the boat now.
And then
I just know one of you are gonna fucking fall in. So just for the hell of it, how about a deck save?
I get advantage.
No, roll athletics. Roll athletics.
I have
Or
him.
acrobatics.
I have you on my back unless you are not there. Unless you said
Lily's the
no.
only one that's gonna be able to make it on without possibly falling in.
Oh,
I don't remember the boat going away. I remember her saying she was getting ready.
Pushing off.
Yeah. I told her at her round, at the end, when it got down to her round, it was gonna be pushing off.
Pushing back.
I'm glad I made it then.
What is it? Do you
I
just roll
have-
for both of us then?
Oh, that was my plan.
many
I
feet
have
is it?
advantage, so hopefully I
Actually,
don't.
Kiva, you're in the round before Josiini too, but you're also if you can do that within a round, grab him and get on board, then you won't have to make a roll.
I can't do that in a round because I attacked.
Okay, yeah. So then,
I mean, I can. Yeah.
yeah, because you attacked. So no. Mm-hmm.
This one was cocked, so.
How many feet is it?
Oh,
Well, I mean, by the time you get there, it's probably
We'll get there next round.
Can-
'cause we're all 50.
Can Howl swim?
it'll be at least 5 feet, maybe a little bit more.
Okay, so by default, long jump, we
Yep,
can
I
do
saw her die.
our strength score.
Yeah, I know.
So you
Yeah,
guys
I
like
figured.
one after the other jumping on. What'd you roll?
wait a second. Does a 10 get me on board?
A 10.
It's called double
Bear is,
three.
like, grabbing on
Can I help?
the top rail, trying to get through. I was like just crawling up over her to get.
Yep, that was the,
But
that
you're
was the
able.
point.
You don't go into the drink. You manage to pull yourself up with a 10.
That's
barely.
called
As you're
double.
pulling yourself up, holy centaur just jumping over you.
I do like let them do it.
Like gazelle.
I'll grab her by the hair.
A fair game
Turn
plan.
into a human.
As you start, as you start pulling, you start with a bear weight, then you get to like girl weight, and like in launches.
Hello.
Cool.
Get your asses on board.
Nice job. You guys finished that thing off quick.
Ow!
I know there's a term for that gazelle hopping thing.
Prancing,
But we looked,
Pronking.
clonking.
we looked amazing. And one of you look at
with a
him.
K.
This one's injured.
P-R-O-N.
Oh, I
know
have
that.
yeah, I have a great berry for that.
Please.
It's 1 HP plus 1d4 temporary hit points.
You said great berry?
I did say great berry.
Because it gives you more than 1 HP.
No, it does 1 HP and then 1d4 plus
Look at your
wisdom
notes.
modifier. That is what it says in my notes.
No. You have to
Dude.
revisit that.
That is what I wrote down in my
No,
notes.
that's what you wrote down.
D4.
So, didn't I send you on Discord? The details? So anyway, I think it's the great berries are a little bit more than that.
I thought the temporary HP was the addition of the
Yeah,
berries.
it was the temporary HP, which was
How
good.
much is it? 2d4? Or 1d4?
1d4 plus wisdom mod.
Oh, 1d4 plus wisdom on. Okay.
Yeah, so
All right, I thought I added to the health too.
so
Maybe I
it's
didn't.
temporary HP. So he gets
Yeah.
a band-aid and a raincoat.
Okay, all right. Well, raincoats are important.
You can put him in my cabin.
Oh. What was that?
Kiva, what was that?
Howl, what was that?
Hilly, what was that?
Oh, that was a monster.
Say it was a monster.
You know, the bag you were holding, where did you get it?
I don't know. I have absolutely no
where did you
idea
get it?
what you're talking about. I
What
rolled
bag?
2 on my deception. Actually, I rolled 1 total because I have a negative 1
Okay,
deception
so-
mod.
What bag? Can I roll deception?
That's not,
Beat an 8.
I got a 19 on my deception. 18 minus 1.
You are not allowed to go anywhere
What
by
bag?
yourself.
What did you say?
I said what bag?
Oh, true. What bag?
Either Hildegard or myself will chaperone you from now on.
You couldn't chaperone me if you
I don't
tried.
know where you found that. I don't know why you picked it up. I don't know why you kept it. I don't know what it was.
Dykir,
Those things don't come out of nowhere.
Dykir, it was in a fancy
You're
bag.
grounded. I don't want to hear it.
Grounded, baby. If I had more hit points, this would be a totally different situation.
And that goes for the rest of God. I'm turning into Hildy. That goes for the rest of you little ones too. I told you to stay aboard the boat. You threatened your own lives
If you
for no
fuck up
reason.
like that again, I am leaving you.
Well, I didn't fuck up.
Don't worry.
But the fuck up happened around me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Don't worry. I saw the boat over there. We could have gone off and rejoined later.
It's not too late.
Alternatively, the boat could have been destroyed and we all would have been fucked.
Well,
It
yeah,
was,
but
it was only a small whim, Dykir. Don't be mad at me.
Can I order my girls to just toss him overboard and make him swim behind a little bit?
If you want to. You guys are currently moving away, are moving away from the dock, and in a hurried, fashion. So you're not close to the dock anymore. If you want to do that, yeah, that's going to be a couple of an advantage athletics, unless he doesn't resist.
I resist.
And you should have the swashbuckler stats there.
Their athletics is +5.
Yeah, and you have advantage.
And I have advantage. That's a 20. That's 23. No, 22.
24.
24. How many times did you roll?
Once. Well, one each.
Okay, roll one more time.
Nope, that's much worse.
Okay. All right. So he's kind of able to push him off,
They're trying to grab me, and the whole time I'm like, I swear, I didn't know this was gonna happen, guys. I promise.
get back up to
I didn't do anything wrong. I just found a thing on the floor, and Kiva said nothing about it.
Go to your corner.
Oh,
Corners of the ocean.
Yeah, which
I'll
corner
take
of the
you
ocean?
with me.
no. That
So
is a
looking
good
back, you
threat.
can see that people are starting to come back out on the dock, from the distance, and it's not long before the dock is completely out of sight. Maybe 20 minutes later,
Poor Planchero is going to come
Plancherio's
running back
Pingar
with
is
the
standing
bag.
there. He's got a horse and cart. On the cart is a chest. Where did they go?
That was just our way to get away from
He
him.
just
guys.
looking around, but baffled as to what happened to everyone.
I waved to him. We killed it. Thank you.
Oh, you guys are way out of
Yeah.
by this time. By the time he gets over there, so that's an interesting moment with him.
Poor guy.
It's still the morning. You have the whole day as you travel out onto the sea.
I cast weather.
Okay, all right. Let me get the map up.
Well, weather report.
So before we get to that, though, tell me where do you plan on sailing? Because you're leaving Freeport right now. Or sorry, Freeport. I keep calling it Freetown. Going down the coast of Tartessos. Are you going straight to the Isles of Gades, or are you going to go through the Straits of Hate to your original?
We're dropping them off first and then going to Gades.
Port Francik, okay.
With the centaurs.
Okay, whatever you guys want to do. Just tell me you're going
still
to
the plan?
Gades first, or do you need to talk about it?
Was Dykir wanting to take them to get it?
No,
No,
he,
it was-
he, he
no.
said he would trust. That's why he gave her his
Okay.
share of loot.
So we're headed to Freeport then, right?
Or
You just left
we're leaving
Freetown. You mean
Freetown? Port Francik.
Freetown.
Port Francik
Yeah.
in Courth. Okay, so then your heading is going to be down the coast of Tartessos, and then you're going to go through the Strait of Hate and into the Great Sea up toward Port Francik. Is
man,
that correct?
Far.
Well,
Man,
this
it's almost like it would have been quicker by land.
it wouldn't have because it was all mountains.
Yeah. No,
I know the mountains. I'm good at mountains.
Yeah, you do. Well, actually, I do too, but we have the same background. We are the same character, almost.
Flavored differently.
You're a slave taking.
So as you get out there and things kind of calm down, the young centaur, they're just still a little hyped up. Wow, did you see that? I wanted to get my mitts into him, and just kind of bolstering themselves up. You kind of hear them talking about stories back and forth, as if they had done more than what they actually did. Typical warrior stuff, after the battle. Not surprising to you at all, Dykir.
Sounds like everybody else.
What's that?
Am I nearby?
Oh yeah, I mean they're talking about this together and loudly, and
I let them bolster
excited.
for a few seconds, and then I'm just like, your entire group effort amounted to one of you breaking their calf.
By the way, he's injured still, right?
He has a great berry.
Oh, that's
he's
the
still
number. Okay, got it.
low HP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I pack healing
You
spells?
are not warriors yet. I told you to hide for a reason. You are children. Do you want your father's death to be in vain? For nothing.
Who else hurt? Just Howl in that one?
They are starting to look pretty ashamed.
Not trying to be harsh, but you have to think more clearly.
Maybe if you give us a weapon.
Hildy's gonna cast Renewal,
Okay.
so if just Howl and the Centaur are hurt, they both get
Yeah, so significance, yep.
they both get 14 hit points back.
Oh, thank you.
Why can't we have a weapon? We've trained with so many different weapons,
You've proved today why you can't have a weapon, because you're foolhardy, you're not humble, your pride will be your...
And they don't listen to their elders.
Precisely.
He just rolls his eyes. The other ones are just standing behind them, both all looking very,
I roll persuasion.
okay, go ahead.
See if I'm a bit more... Oh, it's not
They
bad.
also seem very easy to break.
Those fine legs that they have. Very thin.
Dismal persuasion.
Hey, that's my charisma.
14.
The one that's kind of the leader of the group. Ballsy and kind of standing up to you a bit, but also still you can see the shame kind of creeping into him. Maybe if you're a better leader. And then he just turns and gives you the tail.
I think about taking the attack of opportunity.
Someone's gonna get right.
Well, what would
Slap him on the rump.
the Centaur clan do? Would the Centaur leader allow him to speak up, or would he?
Well, my clan's dead, so I don't really know.
Anybody else?
I just kind of do that disappointed parent look, and then I'll turn my back on them and walk away for a moment to cool myself off.
Massive
cluster.
tone shift.
Yeah, they cluster together, kind of just talking quietly now, not as verbose as they were a moment ago. Yeah, you definitely think that you have at least shamed them.
Oh, they need to be shamed. I hope you have better luck than I do, Josiini.
If your dog bites you, you grab him and you throw him down on the ground and you put your teeth on his neck and you growl really loud.
Is that what happened to
And
Houston?
he'll learn his no, a turtle ate howls.
I am sitting here quietly, and you are taking shots at me. Dykir, at least they want to fight. At least they want to get actively involved instead of
I'm
hiding.
frustrated with you picking up whatever you did and summoning elementals that I haven't seen.
Dykir, when I tell you, I have no idea how that happened.
We have enough enemies without us creating more.
All right, and you just tried to create 6 more for yourself just now.
That
You
shows
may
that I can
want
handle them.
to dip that in the butter. You're gonna snore.
I'll talk to them later.
Maybe instead of framing it like they're stupid, maybe teach them strategy. You seem like a clever fighter. Why not teach them to be clever fighters? Because then, if they're clever, then they're not going to do something stupid.
Everyone in my clan, sans my mother, was a fighter. I collected berries. No strategy. The reason I fight the way I do, by hiding and striking unseen, is because I am not a warrior. I'm not Hal. I'm not you. It's not me. We're honestly more similar than I am with the two of them.
Howell pulls out a hand axe, one of his two, and he walks over to the young centaurs.
Which one of you is the leader? Who's the oldest?
I guess I am. One
You?
that's talking to Dykir, yeah.
What's your name?
My name? My name.
the greatest weakness of every GM.
No, I have his name. I just don't remember his name.
My point.
Rickon.
Came back all in.
Sebuo.
Sebio.
No, Sebuo.
Sebuo.
Yes.
Sebuo Thunderfoot. Sir.
Of this Thunder Hoof.
Of the Thunder Who.
Clan.
Oh, all right, all right.
And Hal holds the hand axe out to him.
I want you to hold on to this. Take care of the little ones. The other little ones. Do that again.
What?
Right
In the middle, and he's gonna slam the axe down into the floor.
You want to die?
Hey.
You want it?
Josiini, 1 moment, I will pay for it.
If you want to die so quickly and so easily, be as stupid as that. I admire the spirit, I admire the bravery, but be smarter.
Should have admired the warrior spirit, perhaps. What would you do, warrior? Would you stand there and watch your friends die?
Oh, yeah, he
Would you
did.
not defend
He
them?
ran and hid also.
I ran and hid because I was trying to keep them away from the rest of you, but obviously my friends are a little brash, and you showed brashness.
He pulls that hand axe out, looks at it. The path of a coward. Throws it overboard.
One needs a spanking.
Josiini,
Yes.
how about, can you slow the ship down for a second? Is there a way to do that? I'm not familiar with boat mechanics.
Sure, we can turn out of the wind a little bit, I guess.
Bonus action rage, grab him by the scruff of his neck and throw him out to the sea after.
What the fuck? So,
I will body block you. You try to get between them.
I'm like, no! Well, first of all, you guys, you have his stats, so you'll have to make the athletics versus his athletics.
Natural 20.
I don't think he's beating me.
I got really close.
That was a 17 on the die.
I got a 20 total.
For athletics, I got a 24.
Damn it, you barely. That's good.
So, yeah, you grab this centaur youth and
Literally by scruff of the neck back.
yeah, he's not that big.
Straight
He's young. He's man-sized, but young. Overboard.
And I turn to the rest of them.
Do not show anyone on this ship disrespect like that.
They immediately are running to the rail.
Yeah, I'm trying to
You
push
gotta
back
help
here,
him!
but let
And
them-
they're yelling at you.
They can swim.
He can swim, but he's a lot slower than the ship. What are you doing?
I'm trying to push back, so I guess I'll make acrobatics to get faster. I'm gonna try to duck her and swim. Like,
I start tying a rope around the barrel.
Yeah, I'll
And I'll get ready
bonus
to...
action rage.
I choke it over the edge.
Well, you're raging on me? Okay.
Oh, bonus action rage. He did that. I mean, I do it for this power of advantage.
While they're squabbling, I'm tying a knot around the boat.
Yeah,
around the barrel.
I get it.
she's easily handling.
Yeah.
Keeps me back.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you watch as he puts together he ties a rope and loops it and throws it out.
They're working on it.
For him, and he does catch it. So, to his credit, he's able to catch the rope, and you're dragging him along in the wake of the ship at this point. The other ones are standing on deck. They see this, but all their eyes just kind of turn toward you, Hal, and you can see the rage just starting to build. Their cheeks are flushing, and they're clenching their fists. Their eyes just kind of move to Dykir, almost for guidance.
I'm watching Sebule, and I see him grab the thing.
Yeah.
Let's pull him back on board.
I'm already doing it.
Yeah. And I'm holding up my hands to the kids. My hand's shaking a little bit. Fighting amongst ourselves will get us nowhere. And honestly, Sebule needed to be humble. This is an important lesson, and I hope you all learn it. It's not okay, though.
Listen,
How? That could have gone so much worse.
You probably should have done that.
Roll a
I am above
persuasion.
children to prove a point.
6.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, they don't seem to be convinced, and they're literally on the verge of. You can tell they're on the verge of attacking Howell, but right now you're kind of reeling him in.
Yeah.
So they're holding back as the one, Sebule is just flailing, with this rope, being pulled a lot quicker than he could swim. But finally you're able to hoist him up onto the side, and he's just coughing and sputtering and, what the fuck did you do that for?
I think we need a mutual respect going here. And I do not appreciate how gentle Dykir has been with you so far. You are warriors.
Yes,
Act
warrior.
like it. Topping up.
Hildy, may I use your room for a few minutes? Just to calm down.
Are you going to do that thing?
I promise you, I'm not telling you what I'm doing.
Roll an intimidation though, real quick before he
Intimidation.
stomps off. Yeah.
I'm not great at that. 18.
Okay.
Well, if you do, put it on the pillow.
Oh,
no.
Howl winks at her and goes
Like a mint.
Yes, Rabbit.
You do you, I do me.
And he's just gonna sit down and read the little elf book. He's gonna flip through it for a little bit.
All right.
On the
They
pillow.
don't interfere with your departure at all. They're gathered around their so-called leader, just in hushed talk, and you see that they kind of retract even further. Just the six of them together, just huddled as closely as possible, kind of lying on the deck, not interacting with anybody else, except for some of the sailor women that come by once in a while. Just in their in their routine of work. But outside of that, the jovialness has just evaporated. So, and that's how it pretty much goes the whole day. Anything else you guys want to do during the day?
I just cast weather to make sure nothing bad
the
is on
weather.
the horizon.
Yep. Let's get to that.
Oh, yes.
Then you go ahead and make a roll. 30.
18.
All right. So during the day.
Does the weather match the mood?
No, actually, it's just like it was the night before. It is calm. There's a nice breeze that's flowing in and keeping your sails filled and moving at a brisk pace down from the north along the coast. It's at 70, low 70s. It's not raining, not a cloud in the sky. It's a beautiful day, and you portent that the night will be the same.
Mm-hmm. And I tell that to the navigator, so that way he doesn't have to do the work of trying to actually study the clouds.
Okay, all right. Okay, so anything else during the day before we get into the evening?
I'm just being super
Let's just
gloomy.
wait for the Kraken.
I'm being emo.
All right, so taking a wide berth around Pilgrim's Bay, you still see a lot of traffic on the water during the entire day. As you begin to make that turn toward the strait, you're still a day away from getting into the strait itself. Of course, you've heard lots of stories. And Josiini, you've actually probably been through the strait a couple of times. What you do know about it, and you can share this with the others if you like, is that it's a relatively narrow passageway between the Primal Sea and the Great Sea. And that storms, with the rocky shores and the rocks that are prominent, throughout, and the relative narrowness. I mean, narrow still being probably a quarter to a half a mile wide. Okay, so there's still lots of room, but there's lots of rocks, there's lots of shallows, and the coastal regions themselves are not good areas to put in if you get a damaged ship. And a lot of times the storms, as the wind rushes down, from the north and pushes ships up against the coastal region on the other side, there are a lot of shipwrecks. There's also dangers of the Vikya. The Vikya find places to hide among the rocks in their fast, shallow longboats. The Luca, although they have a more barrel-shaped ship, even their warships aren't nearly as fast, but sometimes they come through the straits, in their dealings with Tartessos and the slave trade and all that. And they're dangerous, because normally you encounter a ship like that, you're dealing with 50, 60, 100 crew. So, there's a lot of danger. Yeah, of course, there's the typical things of the haunted ships, or the creatures that might inhabit the areas that all sailors are always superstitious and concerned about. These things are very real to you, and you've seen things. You've never been attacked by a creature in the Strait of Hate, but you've heard stories of those that have been. And although this is definitely something you're concerned about, it's just another of the dozen or so dangers that lie ahead. Mostly what you're concerned about is the weather. Because of anything else, that for sure is a ship killer if you get into the bad weather within the strait. And it happens all the time. And the survivability on these shores is very low. The Mulians, which occupy that coastal region there on the other side of the Strait of Hate, across from Tartessos, they're trading folk. They're dark-skinned. They like to wear a lot of gold and silver and jewelry. They have a bright clothing that billows and very airy. They're not warriors so much. They're not pirates, but they're sailor warriors. They're the type that are tradesmen and sailors of consequence, but they, understanding the world the way it is and being in the location that they are, often have to defend themselves against the pirates of Tartessos or the Luca or the Vikya or so forth. And so to encounter one of their ships, they're fast and agile. They're traders. They trade all over the Primal Sea and the Great Sea. They're a force to contend with. Not easy prey by any stretch of the imagination. So that's kind of what your expectation is before you get into the Great Sea and what's beyond there. So there's that. So the night, as Kiva so well represented, is calm. You're still a day away from the Strait of Hate. By the morning, you'll probably have it in sight. You're seeing other ships out there in the night that have either anchored or are moving slowly in one direction or the other. So you're definitely not alone out here. But it seems as if there is a quiet, ominous feeling to the night. No matter what ships you see, none of them are close. And land is, Tartessos, you're not that close to the coast anymore. As you're getting ready to break into, you're heading toward the straits. And just the eeriness of the calm seas is almost as jarring as a storm. And you can see it in the movement of your crew and kind of the nervousness that they have as well. The centaur keeping to themselves, not nervous at all. They don't know much about any of this, but perhaps you guys sensing the mood. Feel that nervous fluttering that, what's out there beyond that's unknown. Anything you guys want to do during the night?
Yeah, I'm gonna call everyone onto the ship, and I'm gonna give them I'm gonna deliver a message. Listen, all of you, you can feel it in the air. It's palpable. Potentially the calm before the storm. We're about to enter the Strait of Hate. There shall be no hate on this ship. Whatever beefs you have, you quash them tonight, because all of us need to be calm and clear-headed. Stop fucking up my ship so that we can enter the Strait of Hate and have the best chance we've got. Chances of us getting through there already not good. With all of this nonsense, even worse.
Aye, aye.
And that goes for you 6 little shits as well. If you want to get home, get straight.
Quietly, all of them just kind of nod. You can see that they're nervousness is the nervousness is extending to them at this point as they are well beyond, the potential of land, and the only place to go off the ship is off the ship and into the water, and one of them at least knows what that's like.
I know how easy it is.
I know I cast weather report. I'll do it again at right when the sun's setting to know if we're about to run into a storm in the morning.
Yeah. So you were able to get through. You were able to forecast what was going to happen throughout the day and the evening, and so we'll roll another D30 if you like.
That's a 6.
Oh no.
And as you're standing up there, Josiini, with Narki and Taro, little monkey kind of hiding. He's normally out and about with the activity. Things are going on, excitement. He's bouncing around, not very far from Narki at any point ever. But in the darkness with the lamps, the glow of the lamps, and so forth, he's just kind of like huddled further inside Narki's coats. And Narki, who rarely says much at all, unless he's talking about navigation, I don't feel good about this.
I don't feel good about this either.
What'd you roll?
6.
6, okay.
The worst number you can roll.
You're expecting that the winds will pick up, but aside from that, it's still going to be a beautiful, windy day.
We'll get there fast.
Winds from the north?
Yep, they'll be, and most here at this time of year is where the winds are typically coming from. That doesn't mean that they don't cross up a bit, but yes.
Unless there's some kind of arcane intervention, looks like we'll just have heavy winds for the rest of the day. But I'll keep an eye out, just in case.
My asparagus went bad.
Have you tried it?
Nope. It's kind of sour.
Do you like the taste of that?
Nope.
Then mayhap throw it overboard? Get rid of it?
At this point, you probably get drunk off of it. That was not a request.
Oh.
You did.
All right, well, we will prepare for some winds.
Yeah, that'll be the next day. So right now during the night, it's fairly calm. You have a breeze that's moving your ship along. You can anchor if you like, or you can continue going and, churning up the leagues even at night.
How long through the Strait of Hate? More than a day?
Well, yeah, but you're a day away from the
Right.
Strait of Hate still. So to get through the Strait of Hate will be a very long day and most of the night.
Gotcha.
So it's like 24 hours getting through there if the weather's good and no issues along the way.
And we have another chance to anchor before we get into the Strait of Hate.
Yes, absolutely.
So we'll continue on this next
Yeah, you have all night and
blustery day, but
yeah, all night and all day before you are able to get into the Strait of Hate.
yep, we'll take another day.
Okay. All right, so the crew prepares food for everyone, as they always do. There's not a whole lot of chatter, not a whole lot of talk. Even with some of the ale that's brought out, they're very reserved. Everyone seems very, very reserved. And after the meals and everybody's settled down, it's getting on toward about midnight, the sea is calm. Cool under the breeze that fills the sails of the Queen of Tartessos, pushing the vessel along slowly southward. The night sky that has shone brightly with a myriad of stars throughout the night becomes slowly obscured with dense fog that must indicate you're entering warmer waters. Soon after, there's a call from the bow. It's Narki, and you get your attention right away. Debris in the water, Captain, port side. And I'm going to show you what you see in the water. As your ship, the Queen of Tartessos, Josiini, begins to bump into crates and barrels in the water as you pass by a field of debris floating on what appears to be recent wreckage. And before too long, resolving in your vision, just up ahead to the left, is a small rowboat. And initial impression is maybe someone survived. There's a very small chest on board this rowboat, and you hear something calling out, somebody calling out, "Help! Help me!"
Ahoy there, where are you?
Here!
Are you in the boat?
Yes, in the boat! Help!
I'm slinging my longbow.
Who? Am I really going to volunteer to investigate?
I'm not going to.
Are you gonna angle up toward the...
Yeah, we're gonna head towards the dinghy.
The leprechaun is
all right.
flashing through my head right now.
All right, so as you angle up next to it, you don't see anybody in the boat. And as you get up there, close, the voice exclaims, "Thank the gods! We'll be saved! Death approaches, quickly! We have to leave this place now!
Where are you?
Here, in the boat! Bring me up!"
In the box? You're in the box?
Chest, thank you! Chest! Bring up... Pull me up!
Okay, and Howell will drop into the boat. Are you the chest?
As you grab the chest, it doesn't take a roll to figure out that this thing has this animated mouth in it.
It's a sentient mimic.
Ah,
I know, that's where I am too.
hello, friend. How are you doing?
I would like to be taken to your boat. We need to get out of here now, please, quickly.
What's your name?
Doesn't matter. Just, what would you like to call me?
Fred.
I'm thinking you look like a Kevin.
Kevin. Fine,
Pick up Kevin.
fine, I'm Kevin. What's your name?
I'm Howell.
Okay, Howell, please take Kevin to the ship.
Coming up, and he's gonna like onto.
Okay.
Like you know the skill game where you like throw it and it has to like land perfectly. Howell's gonna attempt to do that.
Okay.
Without hurting Kevin.
All right, roll acrobatics or athletics. This is really athletics, though, but
Athletics.
I think so.
25.
25 is... Yeah, so he's...
18 plus 7.
I'm impressed. Howell, I'm impressed. You and I are going to be great friends.
Oh, I don't like
Now,
this.
the rest of you realize that the voice is coming from this chest. This chest is only about 2 feet wide, 1 feet deep, maybe a foot tall, so it's small. But looking at it, clearly it has this animated mouth on the front of it, just below where the latch is, where it would open.
Howell will hoist himself back up on the ship.
There you are. I'd help you, but I have no arms.
Oh, I appreciate the sentiment.
Sentient. I'm sentient.
Right. A sentient with good sentiment.
Yes, thank you.
Wordplay.
Can we go? Are you the captain, Howell?
I am not the captain of the ship. I will not claim that title.
I always choose wrong.
I'm the captain, talking box.
Oh. Who said that?
His name's Kevin.
It's Kevin.
Kevin.
I've been named Kevin, but if I become yours, you can name me what you choose. But we can go over that later. Right now, we have to leave. We have to go.
I'm sorry, what?
What the fuck is this now?
Why is it always me?
I may not be the smartest fish in the barrel, but you did just say if I become yours, that, like, do you want her name or something? Like,
Who are you?
I ain't telling you jack shit.
Why are we talking if you're not going to tell me jack shit?
Very good.
Who's jack shit?
Oh, I think that's one of the little horse fellas.
Oh.
Don't bring them
Centaur.
into this.
What are we running from,
Death.
Evan?
Death approaches.
What
Death
kind of
approaches.
death?
It must be coming. My former master, well, they all died. There's no survivors here, just me. Take me away, quick. Fill your sails with whatever magical means you have necessary and go now.
Wind?
Bolt of him into his...
I mean, to be fair, I used to have wind with me.
Oh, shit. A large ship abruptly appears out of the dark fog. So close that you can't believe you didn't notice its approach. Shadowy figures stand quietly on the deck.
Let's go.
They seem far too calm as their vessel bears down dangerously on your own. A glint of moonlight between the clouds briefly illuminates the bow. There you can see the faded letters of the ship's name. It's Katarari! One of your crewmates cries out. Another one shrieks in terror. The Katarari!
What's going on?
And you notice that
there?
there is a frenzy of almost panic going on. And let me get that ship onto.
Oh, is that what's behind that black curtain that we couldn't look at?
Oh.
A ghost ship.
Why is everybody swimming?
Well,
DSC.
good thing I have all those. I got my boat strapped.
Real chain with
You know the figures standing quietly and still, none of them moving. All of them,
hag.
all of them staring with red glowing eyes in your direction. Through the fog they come. You see the front of the ship and then the midsection. The back of the ship begins to appear as it gets closer and closer. Not just your sailors that are beginning to panic. The chest, Kevin, or whatever his name is going to be, begins to panic as well. That's it! We're doomed! And then as the aft portion of the ship becomes clear, you hear before you see through the fog. And a figure appears out of the fog and on next to the rail, larger than the others. You can feel the evil. You can feel the presence exuding itself from this being, whatever it is, as it looks with its glowing red eyes. The rest of the crew doesn't react to its arrival, just simply staring and watching as it comes closer and closer. But as he moves further in, gazing at the length of your small ship compared to its large. Feed. Seems to be getting even more agitated as he comes further. Feed. Raven your soul!